Flower here, and I'm just popping on. I'm in my nursery. I'm back in my nursery, guys. I've been working at it for the last few days, trying to get my nursery back to rights, guys, because it's been crazy. Like with all that's going on with my house and everything. All that's going on with my house and everything. I just had to get something right downstairs because my downstairs is upside down. I won't dirt shade the rest of my house. It's a hot mess. But my nursery is back together. My nursery is back together, and I'm happy. I wanted to put brand new flooring down on my nursery as well, but I don't have the materials right now or the money like that. So I said, let me just dry it out completely and let me just clean it to the best of my ability. And that's exactly what I done, guys, because life is gonna go on. You know what I mean? Life is gonna go on. So I just wanted to pop on real quick. I don't know if I said welcome to Spring Flowers Amazing Soul Connection, guys. I'm here with little Miss Mimi. This is Mimi. This is my Mimi, Camilla Amai. Mimi. So I just said I'll just do a little comb in her sash with Mimi today. That's what I wanted to do. So I have been like, you know, I was just finishing off the finishing touches. I still have some little things to do. I'm still got to do my dress. It has a few things on my dress. Not my dress, my desk that I don't want there. But my desk is pretty clear for the most part. I'm just washing out some of my, you know, little stuff for my nursery. Finding new homes for things and new places for stuff, you know. So it's pretty much put back together, guys. I feel happy about that. And yeah, I'll probably be back in her playing, you know. That's why I was like, let me sit him, play with my baby, comb her hair today. So that's what I'm doing, guys. And yeah, and as I was, you know, I just want to pop on and comb her hair and play with her, you know, while I'm doing her. And I just wanted to chat a little bit, you know, about you know, just having dolls and being a doll collector. You know, the pros and the cons of it is, to be honest, it's never been a con for me to be a doll collector, for me personally, right? The only time I've ever experienced any cons in being a doll collector was when I decided to try to start collecting these type of dolls, which is Reborn dolls, right, guys? That's the cons that start coming once I started to collect these type of dolls, these authentic Reborn artist-made, handcrafted dolls, right? So, and this is not to, you know, I'm not trying to rag with anybody and start anything, but I just wanted to just talk frankly a little bit about, you know, these babies. You know, these dolls are positively fascinating. You know, they're made to look like little children, lifelike sculpted baby dolls. They're absolutely beautiful. You know, they've been sculpted to look like real children, and then they get painted by a doll artist, you know, with some nice skin tones and skin colors and everything like that. This little girl that's in my lap right now, she is Kemi. She's the Kemi Sculpt by Ping Lao. She's authentic. I bought her from another dolly friend in the community a few years ago. Got her for a really great price. And I absolutely love her. She's one of the dolls that from when I first started looking at these dolls, I knew that I really wanted to have her in my collection. And not only just have her, but have her. Like when I saw this doll on my Dolly Friends page, on her channel on YouTube, I was like, OMG, if you ever, if you ever saw her, please, 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 I will buy her from you. I just thought she is so, so beautiful. And I still do think that she's so, so beautiful, right? And I am very happy to have her in my collection. You know, she's a beautiful doll. And, you know, a lot of people, like, I'm been a doll collector. I'm a person that's been collecting dolls. I've been a dolly lover for my whole life. I've said it many times. You guys already know that. But a lot of people here have gotten into the doll hobby just because of these dolls. Because these dolls, let's not get it twisted. Reborn dolls are really, really fantastic, especially when they're done right. Like, they're fabulous. You know, they're fabulous, fabulous dolls. And I just remember the first time that I really saw them, which was back in early part of 2018, maybe 2017, early part of 2018 is when I first discovered like Reborn dolls. You know, I'm seeing life like those before, but I ain't never seen no life like those like these, you know. And, you know, I still just have my baby dolls that I had her, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is what baby dolls are looking like nowadays? Oh, my God, I have to have these dolls in my life. Yes, I do. I have to have these dolls in my life. When I saw these reborns and saw what reborn dolls are and what they look like and everything, I just knew I wanted these dolls. That's what I knew. And then when I got into the hobby even more, I learned about silicone dolls and full body silicone lifelike dolls, and I was like, oh my gosh. And also finding, other people, adult doll collectors and stuff, and people that's into these dolls, and finding everybody's YouTube channel that already had reborns and silicones, and just learning about different artists. All of that was so amazing, right? It was so amazing, and it's very fascinating when you first get in. Even if you're not like a doll collector from Jump, some of us are doll collectors from Jumps, or dolly lovers from Jump. But when you come in and you come across these dolls right here, it's just amazing. It's like, what? This is what dolls are looking like? Oh my gosh, it's just so amazing, right, guys? So it's really exciting. And if you're a person like me, then you end up getting down the whole, rabbit hole of dolls. Like, you just start getting on the rabbit hole. And for me, again, when I first saw these dolls and, seeing the prices of them and stuff like that, it didn't deter me, because I was like, I could see why they cost that much. I mean, they're so realistic. Like, they look so amazing. They're so beautiful, like little real babies, like little real children. And you got super duper crazy excited. Hold on a minute, guys. I'll come right back. Right, so I'm back. So, right, guys, so you got super duper crazy excited, right? That's what happened. You got super excited, right, guys? I know that's what happened for me anyway. If you see me sweating, guys, I'm hot. I'm having a hot flash, all that. So, some part of getting the menopause, whatever. But anyhow, yeah, so I'm saying all that to say, yeah, so you go down this rabbit hole. I know idea. Even when I saw the price, I was a little taken aback, because I'm like, oh my gosh, doll for $1,200. Like, what? $800, $700, $500 for dolls. I never heard of such, never seen such. But I was like, I don't care. I want one. That's so beautiful that I have to have one of these babies in my collection. I have to. And of course, 1 turned to 2, 2 turned to 3, 3 turned to 4, 4 turned to 5, 5 turned to 6, 6 turned to 7, 7 turned to 8, 8 turned to 9, 9 turned to 10, 10 turned to 11, 12, 13, 14, etc., etc., etc. You get on a rabbit hole. If you're like me, again, go down a rabbit hole. And I sure did, guys. I went down a whole rabbit hole, okay, with these dolls, like, and I was like, I want this one, that one, that one, that one, that one. And it was super fun and so exciting. It was really fun and so exciting for me, right, guys? And it brought a measure of joy. And like I said, being in the community and everything, and having dolly friends and meeting people and talking to other people that also love dolls. Everything was so dope. Everything was so dope. But of course, once I did get all the way into the doll community, I'm going to say the Reborn doll community, because it wasn't the doll community, it was the Reborn doll community, because I was mainly watching people that, even though I watch all doll channels, I mainly was following and watching people that had these Reborn dolls, because I was so completely fascinated by these Reborn doll babies, right? So, anyway, I got into the community, learned all about it, and then the cons started hitting. And the cons were, it was a set of people that, people just trying to tell you what to do, what to buy, what not to buy, who to buy from. Well, sometimes it was helpful. Other times it was like, this is what I'm doing, and that's that. And then people trying to make you feel some type of way for your type of doll, because people was also collecting, of course, the Paradise Galleries and Ashton Drakes. And sometimes people used to carry on silly towards people that had those dolls, before there were the replicas. People were collecting like Ashton Drakes and Paradise Galleries and calling them Reborn dolls, right? And man, some people in the communities really got an attitude about that. Like, oh, it's not a Reborn. That is not a Reborn. Just kind of real silly about it. I remember stuff like that going on, and just little different silly things going on. I always aim to keep my channel positive all the time, and it still is. That's what I've always done. So I used to see little different things going on and be like, hey, okay, you guys. All right, you guys. All right, you guys. And then I also was a person, and still am a person, just spoke up. I always spoke up, like, that's not right. That's not cool. That's not right. Like, these people are lame with what they're doing, So yeah, so here's some cons that start hitting, right? Some little different things, little different angst in the community and everything like that. You know, even this whole latest thing what happened with the whole Reborn, you know, I'm not naming that website or none of these people anymore, but just even that, you know, it's just another thing that has going on within the quote unquote authentic Reborn doll community. It's just another thing that has been on and going on, right? And no, as I was just cleaning up my nursery, right, guys? As I was cleaning up my nursery, I spent a lot of money on reborn dolls. I really have, you know. And that's okay. I wanted to. It's what I wanted to do because I'm like, of course, it's a artist made, hand painted artist made doll. Don't she look so cute, guys? She looks so cute. But yeah, so I spent a lot of money on reborns, and oh, I'm hot. So I'm spent a lot of money on reborn dolls and stuff. And now when I've been looking around my nursery and I'm looking at some of my dolls that I paid a lot of money for, I see all sorts of discoloration happening on my dolls, all types of different peeling that's happening on my artist made reborn dolls. These are dolls that I'm spending, some of them I'm spending over $1,000 for, right? My reborn dolls go from anywhere from $300, not 300, sorry, $500 plus up to just under $2,000 I paid for some of these dolls that I have in my collection, right? And it's a lot of money, you know, it's a lot of money. And now I'm looking at some of these dolls, like this one that's behind me right here, my little baby girl right here. I don't know if you can really see her. She's not the only one, but I'm looking at her and her color is starting to change. Like, I don't know if the dolls weren't sealed properly, but the same thing that was happening to my Saskias, is what's happening to her, you know. And I've noticed it on a couple of my other dolls, like they're starting to peel and stuff, like not like the color starting to change. It's even happening on her a little bit, like, you know, where the color was just, you know, it's starting to switch up from when I first got them. But and that's the cons. Like, her is years later in hindsight, you know, I did spend a lot of money on these beautiful dolls, and they have not been mishandled or mistreated or anything like that. I take good care of my babies, but you know, the paint jobs, I guess, wasn't all that sharp, you know, and they're changing up from when I first bought them. So that's a con, you know, that is a con, because it's like, man, I spent a lot of money on these dolls and now they're not even holding the paint. You know, they're not even holding the paint. So throughout the test of time, these dolls are not holding the paint. And it's not that they look ridiculous. They don't look really awful or bad and stuff, but I could see what the difference is in these dolls. And I just started just looking at them as I was putting my nursery back together, just checking out my dolls and just examining them and seeing that, you know, the discoloration and stuff that's on them and how the paint is changing up differently, right? And my dolls don't sit in no room with the sun's beaming on them and all that type of stuff. That doesn't happen. I close my curtains evenings in her, and you know, they're not, when I'm not in her, my curtains are closed, so there's not no sunlight or nothing like that. It's just what's happening to them now. You know, I can see what's going on with some of my baby dolls. Not all of them, but some of them, right? So I'm saying all that to say that this is what comes along with these dolls. It doesn't happen with everybody's doll, but I guess it just depends on who your artist is and stuff. And you know, the artist that painted these dolls, I actually really did love her work. I really honestly did. I just thought she painted some beautiful chocolate babies, but I'm noticing, you know, some of the color is switching up on these babies now. You know, they're still cute and everything, but the color is switching up. So yeah, it's what comes along with the hobby. And then also what I want to point out, you know, everybody, you know, but when we were talking all about this whole, you know, authentic versus replica and all of this stuff, authentic reborn dolls versus replica reborn dolls, and everybody saying it's our artwork and it's the art and all this type of stuff. But let me tell you something right now, right? I know for me, and I'm feeling almost certain that for most people that have bought these expensive dolls, it wasn't necessarily just for artwork. Yes, artwork played a part, right? Yes, artwork played a part. What you cheering on, boy? As I was saying, you know, these dolls, yes, people say, oh, the art, you know, the art. But let me tell you something, right? Yes, the art has a lot to do with buying these dolls, but if you all say anything like me and tell me if I'm wrong, we're not really buying those off of art. We're buying those off of emotion. Like, we see a beautiful baby and we're like, oh my gosh, that doll is so beautiful. I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have it. It's emotion. Like, you already get your heartstrings attached to a doll and you just see how precious it is and you just want it and stuff like that. To whereas even the price tag doesn't deter us, especially in the beginning when you first start collecting. If you're like a collector, you know, that's into collecting dolls of all different types and price ranges and stuff, we be buying them. Like, I know for me, I'm drop money on dolls because the dolls pulled at my heartstrings and I really wanted to have that doll in my collection. So the price wasn't a deterrent for me, and I was like, yes, I'm gonna have it. I need to have it. Yes, the art, but mainly it was the heartstrings. Like, for me, I got attached. I be buying dolls. I be spending that money emotionally, like, because I have to have that black baby in my collection. I'm gonna have that white baby in my collection. I'm gonna have that biracial baby in my collection. I need to have that boy reborn. I need to have that girl reborn. I need to have these children in my collection. Like, that's how I will buy. Like, you know what I mean, guys? And a lot of us did what you call impulse buying. We be impulse buying dolls. Like, oh my gosh, that doll's so cute. Oh, how much is it? Whatever. Slapped on that credit card or slapped on that money and go and get the doll. That's what we be doing, guys. Let's be real. Let's be honest. We be looking at pretty dolls on our doll frame pages on people's YouTube channels, and we're saying, oh my god, I really want that baby, and you're getting all out of your way to get this doll. Some of us have been so attached to one particular doll that we will sell every doll in our collection. Now, I've never done anything like that, but I know that some of us have done that because we want a doll so bad. We want the dolls so bad that we would like to half of our collection or the majority of our collection just to raise that money to get that particular doll. You know what I mean? So dolls, it's an emotion. This is a very, 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 very emotional hobby. And some of us have put ourselves into debt behind some of these precious dolls, you know. I'm just saying the cons, you know. Put ourselves into debt behind dolls. We've also, you know, jumped the gun and bought a doll, went to go buy a doll real quick, knowing that we really can't afford it. So we're putting dolls on layaway. No, we can't afford it, you know. And then we lose our layaway money. I've lost layaway money. You know what I mean? People have tried to buy dolls and lost layaway money, you know, because when you put dolls on hill, sometimes you like put down a certain amount and, you know, to hold the doll, because other people's trying to buy the doll too. So it's like, okay, if you really want that doll, it's a non-refundable deposit. And you're saying to yourself, yes, I really want that doll. So you be putting on that non-refundable deposit. Now, in full value, you can't afford to buy this doll, right? And you lose money, you know. So these are some of the things we have done trying to get these dolls, because it's a very, very, very emotional hobby that's so precious and that's so sweet. And if you're a nurturing spirit woman or a nurturing person that just loves and into dolls, I'm not talking about people that want to flip dolls. I'm talking about people that's really, really into dolls. You know what I mean? You be just spending money. Hear me drop and go up. And if you think a doll is cute, this is why, like, for us that collect everything, even the manufactured reborn dolls, it's okay for us. Like, we'll buy it because we want to see the doll. Like, we want to see how precious it is. We want to see how cute it is. All of that. We want to look at this doll and see what it's about, what it's like. We want to share it on our channel and see. This is how it all happens, right, guys? This is how it all happens, right? And so, like, that's how we do it. And 99.9% of the time, right? I'm not talking about people that just make YouTube channels trying to have clout or trying to outdo somebody, because there's some people out here like that too, that's trying to outdo somebody, or oh, that's the latest doll, so they need to have the latest doll in their collection so they can stay up on game, you know, type of thing. I'm talking about collectors like myself that just really love and enjoy these dolls and just really got caught up in buying them, you know, and just got so hyped up about buying and getting these dolls, like, you know. And it's what has led me personally to be dropping thousands of dollars on one doll. I've dropped thousands of dollars on one doll at a time, you know. And it's like, when I think about it now, you know, these years later, it's like, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy, guy. You're crazy for that. It's a doll, because at the end of the day, it's a doll. It's just a doll. I would never give up any of my dolls like that I've dropped that type of money on. I love them. I still love them to the max. I'm not ready to get rid of them, sell them, or anything like that at all. I'm just speaking in, like, just in the terms of this is a very, very emotional hobby. And a lot of times we was out here buying these dolls from sculptors, from artists and all of that, straight up off of emotion. We'd be like, look at that baby. Getting googly eyed, okay? And then you should see us. We be trying to figure it out. Some of us have credit cards. We be like slapping these dolls on them credit cards, all that stuff, okay? Putting money away, working extra jobs, trying to save that money up to get a baby, the doll that you want to get. All that kind of stuff, guys. All that type of stuff. Like, so this is a very, very hard-pulling, heartstring, emotional type of hobby. And I just really feel like the quote-unquote authentic reborn people that's just only for authentic reborns and nothing else, shaming everybody else for whatever else they collect. I think they really lost and missed the plot. They just really honestly did. Like, they lost the beauty of being a collector. You know what I mean? They really did. And I'm going to tell you guys right here, right now, right? I'm telling you, if the quote-unquote authentic, so-called authentic reborn doll community didn't carry on like how they did, they'd be still getting our money. They would. They'd be still getting our money because it never really was about the money for us. Some people, yes, it is about the money. You know what I mean? Some people honestly just can't afford no expensive doll at all, period. But some of us, it wasn't about the money. Many of us, actually, it was never about the money. We would spend that money and buy that doll. Don't let a brand new sculpt come out and everybody wants to sculpt. You know what I mean? We spend that money. Like, we'll spend that money and we'll get that doll. And then we'll turn around and try to find an artist to paint that doll up. You know what I mean? Or we're hunting down artists and seeing what they have for sale and stuff like that. Especially if it's a new sculpt that's just coming out, like we would. We would do it. And I'm telling you, if all of this divide didn't happen, it would still be like that right now. I know for me personally, like, I'll be still shouting out artists. I'll be still giving hard, like, as far as sharing and shouting out the artists and the sculptors and all of that. I'll be still doing it because it's a very emotional hobby. So I would never try to diss the dolls. Like, reborn dolls are beautiful, beautiful, fantastic dolls. They really are. I really understand the hype, you know, and why they got to be so popular and why everybody wants them. And therefore, I even also understand they end up being on the open market, because when something's a hot seller, you're going to have the dolls on the open market too. It will happen, okay? It will happen. Just like Barbie dolls. You know, Barbie from Mattel is the original doll, right? That came over. I think they got the idea from a doll that was in Europe, I believe, or France, if I remember correctly. Anyway, but we're just going to stick to Barbie. Barbie came and blew up, and from Barbie, all other types of fashion dolls spun off from Barbie. Tons of fashion dolls spun off from Barbies. Like, tons of them. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing, you know, with any type of baby doll. When you look at dolls, when you look at a doll history, the history of doll making and doll manufacturing and stuff like that, dolls have always been copied. It has always been that way from day one. So it wasn't a way that the reborns were going to come and they were never going to get copied. Like, they were definitely going to get copied. And they will definitely get copied even more if sculptors were not taking proper precautions to protect their quote-unquote art. But when you put doll mills out there, it's just the nature of the business. That's the point that I'm trying to say. Ain't nobody steal nothing. Ain't no counterfeit this and that. It's just the nature of the business. And if it is dolls out that were fully copyrighted all the way, because every country has different copyright laws. So you have to go to Hill 9 yards to fully copyright your dolls, you know? So if a doll, if any artist decided to say, I'm going to fully copyright my doll, and then the doll still gets copied, then they have a fighting chance to get that doll off the market. You know what I mean? Because it's actually fully copyrighted. But if a doll's not fully copyrighted, and once the mold is out, then the mold is out. So that's why we have all of these dolls. You can find this sculpt up on Temu and AliExpress and Amazon, the Cami sculpt. You can find pretty much a lot of Pink Laos dolls are up on the market for sale. You know what I mean? On the regular you know, buying sites and different stores and stuff. You can find these dolls now, like, so it's just a part of the nature of the business. And yes, they're gonna sell and people's gonna still buy them because If you're a doll collector or if you just want to buy dolls for your kids, these are beautiful, beautiful dolls. People will buy them. It ain't the amount of screaming in the world that you can't be able to do at a person like me to tell me don't buy that doll. Because if doll costs $80 and this doll costs hundreds of dollars and it's $1,000, I'm getting for the $80 doll that looks the same. Like, that's just, you know, for my pocket. Because it's my money and I can spend how I want. But I didn't really want to get on that hill, Rip. But I'm just saying in general, guys, this is a very emotional hobby. It's very emotional. It's very emotional. You know, sometimes when we're feeling some type of pain, if we're going through these different things in our lives, I know this is how it's been for me. Playing with my dolls, because it puts me in such a happy place, playing with my dolls and just coming and changing up my baby dolls and, you know, just enjoying my dolls. It always brings me back around to a nice, happy place. It just does. That's why I call this my happy place, you know, because it always has done that. Dolls has always done that for me, you know. So it was a slight con a little bit when I was in this community and got attacked and dragged and seeing my friends getting attacked and dragged and all of that over dolls. It's just so stupid. So that is the con. But I'm going to tell you, the pros for me always overtakes the whole con. Like, the pros overtake the con. I know some people get so upset and so annoyed and so pissed off, as they should, because it is annoying and it is irritating, you know. But some people get so upset that they are allowed, you know, they would take the channels down or sell all their dolls and just you know, just give up altogether. But for me, no, that's not the case. And like, that's why I still have all my reborns and stuff, and I still have all my babies, because for me, while I could talk about a topic and talk about a subject, because it is annoying, and I could even understand people being like, look, I'm had enough. I don't even want enough to do with these dolls anymore, because of some of the hoopla that goes on is so ridiculous. It's like, what is the point of it all? But for me, it's like, I'll never, like, I love my dolls. Like, I'll never get rid of my dolls. Not until I want to. Not until I decide to say, well, look, I'm going to start parting ways with some of them because I don't want all these dolls anymore. But for right now, I will be keeping and playing with all my dolls, because they mean something to me. These are my children. Like, these are my dolly baby children. I'm just looking around. They're all set up, right, guys? I was looking at all my babies all set up around my room. They're all around my room. They go all the way around my whole room, my dolls, right? From the floor up. Dolls up on the shelves. Dolls sitting down on the floor. Dolls up on the bookcase. Dolls on the shelves behind me. Dolls are all around this whole room. Plus, I've got more dolls upstairs and a couple of dolls in my living room, too, right? My point in saying all of this is that I am a dolly lover and a doll collector and a dolly mommy. And even though it's cons, this is a very emotional hobby. And yeah, I love them. I do have an attachment to my dolls. And also, I feel like, just on a side note, I feel like that some artists, not all, but some artists out here, I think they kind of took advantage of that a little bit, knowing and seeing like, oh yeah, people would do anything for a doll, you know, type of thing, you know. And kind of took advantage of that, you know, and some people really gave customers a 6 for a 9, you know. Some artists really done that by selling dolls that, you know, it was not worth that price at all, getting people's money and people not getting their dolls at all, you know, or if they do get the dolls are a hot mess, or it's just all this trouble that comes along with it. You know, and I'm not out here trying to pretend like every customer has been, you know, a walk in the park, because I know some customers are a hot mess too, but I'm just talking about exchanging this money for these dolls. You know, it's not an easy thing to do, especially if you don't know how to run business properly. And, you know, some people really have gotten taken for a ride in this hobby. You know, some people really have been taken for a ride in this hobby. So, look, guys, I'm saying all that to say is just continue to enjoy the hobby, you know, but also just be alert, be discerning, educate yourself on some things. Don't jump on bandwagons, you know, stand your own ground. Don't jump on nobody's bandwagons. See things for yourself, for how things really are. And as I'm talking for people, especially got, you know, social media and you know, social media channels. Like I have social media. I have YouTube, I have Facebook, I have Instagram, I have TikTok. So I am on social media. You know what I mean? With my baby dolls, like I am on social media. So at this point now, I am understanding about people's high emotions. So even when somebody's saying something that's a little out of pocket, I'm not taking all that stuff on, guys. I'm not. I put myself out here. People see me 50-year-old woman with baby dolls. some people's gonna have something to say, and I don't care because I'm gonna keep playing with my dolls. And when it comes down to people that's like right in the community now, unfortunately, it has been a divide. And I say unfortunately because I feel like we should be able to just all get along and do our thing. But I say unfortunately, yeah, because people should be able to just all get along. We all do our thing. But I also say fortunately, things has been a little bit of a divide with some of these doll stuff. It's fortunately because now you got to see who people really are, and you got to decide who you want in your space and who you don't, you know. So you get to keep your platform, your space, the people around you as cleaned up as much as possible. Any troublemakers, you could get rid of them right away. People that you don't want to see, you could just move along, block and delete, keep it pushing. You ain't even got to respond to people, all that kind of stuff, right, guys? I'm saying it like that. Like, situation that happened with this latest website, it's good because like, y'all don't want to support people like that. Also, a good thing, Belinda's Babies has put up a selling website. You know what I mean? I'm going to leave the link to her channel in my description so you guys can go and check it out. She's putting together a really wonderful selling site, and so that we can sell all types of dolls. And she's got, you know, she's just setting up something really, really cool, guys, for artists out here that want a platform to sell their dolls. We do have a space, you know, and yeah, guys, it's super exciting. It's an exciting world, and I just wanted to chat about it a little bit, and yeah, just bring my baby on because I'm, you know, got to pull my nursery back together, and hopefully it could stay nice and tidy like how it is, because it's looking really tidy right now, guys. It really is. But Dolly family, I will see you. That's all I have for today, and I will see you in another video. I love you, Dolly family, and always remember and never forget, is what is your dolls your way. Bye-bye. Say bye, Mimi. Say bye, aunties and uncles. See you in another video. All right, guys. Bye.